The day the river died. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills in the eastern region of Ghana, people had always found solace in the Ayensu River. It was the lifeblood of 3 communities, winding through the fields, feeding the crops, and offering water to the flocks of sheep grazed on the fertile land. Generations had grown up by its banks, learning to fish, swim, and depend on its steady flow for everything from drinking water to irrigation. But one morning, the village woke to an unsettling silence. No children played by the river's edge. No sheep drank from the clear streams. Instead, the once glimmering waters had turned muddy, reeking of chemicals and death. The river was no longer their friend. It had been violated. The villagers rushed to the banks, horrified by the scene before them. Dead fish, once plentiful, now floated lifeless in murky puddles. Crops near the river had already begun to wither, their roots soaked in poison. The sheep, hesitant to drink from the contaminated pools, stood bleeding helplessly. A deep sense of dread settled over the people, for this river had always been their sustenance. The truth soon came to light. Illegal gold miners, known as ruthless Galamsey operators, had poisoned their river. In their greed, they had dredged the riverbed, dumping chemicals and toxic waste into the water that fed not only their community, but 2 others downriver. Desperation turned to anger. The village chiefs and community leaders, who had long promised to protect their lands, had turned a blind eye. Whispers of bribes and deals with the Galamsey men echoed through the streets. The villagers gathered under the ancient baobab tree, their faces etched with rage and despair. They had lost not just a river, their way of life. Chiefs and community leaders were nowhere in sight. The devastation was total, and the future uncertain. The river, their lifeline, was gone. Illegal mining destroys lives and livelihoods. Like and subscribe to spread the message and raise awareness.